Here it goes. 242 million. A fake airport for 242 million.
How do you do that?
It's
I don't even
Nigeria,
understand.
man.
Emmanuel Nwude stole over $240 million and collapsed one of the most respected banks in Brazil, all from the comfort of his home in Nigeria. But how did he do it? Emmanuel's life story is a complex tapestry of ambition, deception, and downfall, embodying the darker aspects of human ingenuity and the far-reaching consequences of fraud. From a respected banker to a notorious fraudster, this is the story of the airport scammer. Life in 1990s Nigeria was marked by political upheaval and economic challenges. Multiple coups, a corrupt military government, and the abundance of black gold dominated the lives of everyday people.
This government has always expressed its commitment to dialogue as a means of resolving our internal differences.
At the same time, the world of banking and finance was rife with opportunities for those with ambition and a penchant for bending the rules. Enter Emmanuel Nwude, a former director of the Union Bank of Nigeria, a man with connections, charisma, and an idea so outrageous, it just might work. Emmanuel's early life remains somewhat shrouded in mystery, with few details available about his upbringing and education. What is known, however, is that he emerged in the Nigerian banking sector as a figure of considerable influence and respect. His initial foray into the world of finance saw him gaining insights into the workings of the banking industry. Nwude conceived and executed a fraudulent scheme of staggering proportions. The target, Nelson Sakaguchi, the director of the prominent Brazilian bank, Banco Noroeste. Posing as the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Nwude, alongside several accomplices, embarked on an elaborate ruse to convince Sakaguchi to invest in a non-existent new airport project in Nigeria.
We are on the brink of a significant expansion in our aviation sector, and your bank can play a big role in this development. The Nigerian government is committed to building a state-of-the-art airport, and we're offering select international investors a chance to be a part of this landmark project.
Well, this sounds like a significant opportunity, but we need to conduct due diligence. Can you provide us with more details?
Of course. Transparency is important in such matters. We have all the necessary documentation and approvals from the highest levels of government. The project is not just about financial returns. It's about forging a long-lasting partnership between our nations.
Over the ensuing months, Nwude orchestrated a series of meetings and communications with Sakaguchi, gradually building his trust.
I have sent you the detailed plans, financial projections, but most importantly, the government endorsements for the project. Nigeria is ready to enter a new era of infrastructure development, and your involvement will be highly beneficial.
The documents are comprehensive and the numbers are substantial, but I need more time to review. But rest assured, sir, this represents a significant priority for me and the bank.
The execution of this fraud was meticulous and audacious. Nwude and his team forged documents, set up fake offices, and orchestrated detailed meetings to lend credence to their deception. They tapped into the economic optimism of the time, promising substantial returns on investment and exploiting the lack of stringent cross-border financial verification processes. But where the deal was won lies in the greed that can sometimes exist in every single one of us. As the scheme progressed, Nwude and his team intensified their efforts to persuade Sakaguchi. They created a sense of urgency and exclusivity around the investment, urging quick decisions to secure a place in what they portrayed as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I must emphasize the time-sensitive nature of this investment. Other investors are ready to step in, but we value your commitment and prefer to move forward with you. The Nigerian government has also approved a payment of $10 million on completion of the deal as commission for facilitation.
After reviewing the documents in detail, I am prepared to proceed. The potential for the project is significant, and we trust your government's backing. We believe in Nigeria's potential. I hope this forges a strong partnership between Brazil and Nigeria.
Fantastic news.
Nwude's efforts culminated in the diversion of an estimated $242 million from Banco Noroeste to various accounts controlled by the fraudsters. The sum represented a significant portion of the bank's capital, and the impact of the fraud would prove catastrophic. The scam remained unnoticed, and it was only in 1997, when the Spanish bank, Santander, was conducting investigations related to their takeover of Noroeste, that things began to unfold. They held a joint board meeting, and representatives of the Spanish bank asked the all-important question.
Why is half of your bank's capital sitting in unmonitored accounts in the Cayman Islands? Something is definitely wrong here.
Investigations were launched, leading to the unraveling of the intricate web of deceit spun by Nwude and his associates. The discovery sent shockwaves through the international banking community, highlighting critical vulnerabilities in the financial systems and regulatory frameworks of the time. Nwude's spectacular fall from grace began with his arrest in 2004, and the trial that followed was a high-profile affair, attracting widespread national and international attention. In the course of the trial, there were various attempts to disrupt the proceedings, like bomb scares and an attempt to kidnap witnesses and judges. The chairman of the Nigerian Economic and Financial Crimes Commission at that time even showed $75,000 in cash that was offered to him by Nwude as a bribe to drop the case.
I had a knock on my door and someone delivered a package addressed to me as confidential. It contained a large amount of money and a letter that said, "Emmanuel is innocent. Do what is right, and the rewards will be plentiful. Look at the cash. This man really thought he could buy me."
Charges of bribery and kidnapping were added to the already long list of existing charges. And in 2005, Emmanuel pled guilty and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. The Nigerian government also paid a fine of $10 million to victims and moved to seize and forfeit his assets. Incarcerated, Nwude's story took yet another twist. Reports emerged of him attempting to orchestrate criminal activities from behind bars, including multiple alleged plans to escape prison. These developments painted a picture of a man undeterred by the constraints of prison, still intent on manipulating systems to his advantage. He eventually regained his freedom in 2006, but quite incredibly, filed a case in court to reclaim his assets. His claim was that he had acquired the assets before his criminal act. He successfully reclaimed assets worth $52 million. Mr. Nwude didn't enjoy his freedom for long, however, as he was later allegedly involved in a murder case. On August 19, 2016, a village in the eastern part of Nigeria was attacked by 200 armed men due to a land dispute with the neighbouring community. 4 policemen were shot and a security guard killed. The Anambra State Police Command alleged that Emmanuel Nwude was a ringleader and arrested him on 27 charges, including murder, attempted murder, and terrorism. He is now awaiting trial. But this could just be another temporary setback to the man who sold a fake airport.